Hey, brothers and sisters, welcome to the channel. It's Tor here from Appalachian Grit, and today we're diving into a truth that's spreading like wildfire, one that could change your life if you grab hold. If you're new, I'm glad you're here. Let me be clear, I'm not AI, just a man using voiceover and B-roll to craft these videos until I can snag a new camera. My work's original, not that AI slop flooding the web these days. We're about to explore the Bible's raw heart, no fluff. You've seen the buzz, the explosive growth of Christianity in 2025, billions claiming the name, Gen Z turning to God in droves, revival whispers everywhere. It's thrilling, a sign of hope in dark times, but let's cut deep. Is this the real revival or just a comfy wave that fades? This is the real revival. How obedience, not comfort, ushers God's kingdom. A gritty call to see beyond the hype, embrace the narrow path that costs all, and join the remnant who make it through. So grab your Bible, settle in, and let's get after it like we're claiming the prize. The numbers are wild. Over 2.5 billion folks call themselves Christian, with evangelicals growing fast, especially among the young. Gen Z's hungry, ditching empty stuff for something real, and it's spreading like fire in places you wouldn't expect. But here's the punch. Growth alone ain't revival. It's what you do with it. The Bible shows revival as a turn back to God's ways, not a feel-good rush. Think of Joel chapter 2, where God pours out his Spirit on all flesh, but it's tied to a call to weep, mourn, and rend hearts, not just hands raised in praise. The real deal costs. It's the narrow path few find where you give up all to follow. True revival starts with obedience, not comfort. It's the hard road where you pick up your cross daily, deny self, and walk his path. Jesus said, "Enter ye in at the strait gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. Because strait is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it." Matthew 7 verse 13 through 14. That narrow way? It's keeping his commands, loving him more than life, sacrificing the cozy for the crown. The apostles lived it. Paul fought the good fight, finished his course, kept the faith, ready for his crown, 2 Timothy 4 verse 7 through 8. Peter, after his denials, stood bold, preaching despite chains, rejoicing to suffer for the name, Acts 5 verse 41. They didn't chase ease. They embraced the cost, knowing glory waits for those who endure. Early church saints echoed this. Polycarp at 86 faced the stake, refusing to curse Christ, saying 86 years serving him. How could he blaspheme his king who saved him? He prayed as flames rose, and they couldn't touch him till he finished. Ignatius begged friends not to save him from the beasts, eager to be ground like wheat for Christ. They knew revival isn't numbers. It's obedience that ushers the kingdom, even unto death. "Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life." Revelation 2 verse 10. That's the grit. Faith that costs everything, not a comfy club. Now, in these days, revival's brewing, but not the soft kind. God's pouring out his Spirit like rain, empowering a group to lead through chaos. The witnesses, the 144,000, the man-child, a remnant set apart to call his people home. They rise amid wars and plagues, guiding the exodus to a wilderness refuge, where the faithful endure for over 3 years, nourished away from the storm. It's not pre-trib fluff. It's the narrow path through fire, where obedience to his ways, the law as truth, marks the saints. The psalmist called it a lamp to the feet, guiding through dark. Psalm 119 verse 105. And Jesus upheld it, saying he came not to destroy but to fulfill. Matthew 5 verse 17. That means Sabbath rest, feasts as set times, choosing life through faith. Obedience that ushers the kingdom, not comfort that dulls the edge. The real revival? It's the remnant rising. Those who love God more than life, keeping his commands, ready to face the beast's mark, wars, plagues, starvation, and stand firm. It's the apostles' fire reborn, Polycarp's stand in flames, a faith that costs everything but gains all. The kingdom comes through obedience, not ease. Matthew 7 warns many will cry, "Lord, Lord," but get shut out for lawlessness. So if you're hungry for God, ditch the comfy wave. Embrace the cost. Obey, endure, and usher his kingdom. Glory waits for those who hold. I truly hope you see this and share this type of reality check with people claiming to be believers. We certainly do need a revival, but the reality is we are called a remnant in the last days for a reason. Anyways, all sufferings in this life are worth it for what comes after. Always remember that, brothers and sisters. We are on the precipice of the worst times in mankind's history, but fear not, because this is what true faith and a solid foundation are for. Rejoice and be glad for what comes next. The children of the kingdom are not promised this world, but the world to come. Remember that. God bless you all, and never waver from the narrow path. Stand alone if you must, for nothing happens to anyone that God has not fitted him to bear. Embrace the refining fire and be transformed into a spiritual kingdom that walks in the true power of God. See y'all next time.